Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So, for the most part, yes, I'm still expecting us to have that one last major leg down. Is it guaranteed? Not exactly, but I think that everyone around like crypto Twitter is getting a little bit excited about this move on Bitcoin. To me, I'm not excited because, of course, the volume just is not there on Bitcoin to actually keep it, going. But also, I am scheduling this later. It is going to be, recorded ahead of time. I know. I do apologize. I have been traveling, so it has been a very, very busy weekend. But in regards to like the price action, I'm still expecting a sell-off today. In regards to the indices, I might be wrong. I'm totally fine with being wrong. I'm looking at the short term and also the macro, and in the short term, I do expect more volatility. Macro, I'm expecting this to bottom somewhere around like the end of summer into the fall time frame, with of course us rebuilding back up going into 2023. So with that in mind, let's actually look real quick at Hbar, because I know that we haven't been moving rapidly or anything like that in regards to like price action. I seen that we wicked down on Binance US, for an example. It was like down to like roughly like 5.5 cents almost. It was pretty insane. But on the 7-day span, you guys do see us kind of moving around a little bit around the 6 cent to almost 7 cent range. It's almost like we're just kind of stuck within this area, kind of just bouncing up and down. It's like almost like a perfect swing trade opportunity if you wanted to. But you guys do see the trading volume is sitting at about roughly $26 million. Again, not a ton of volume into Hbar, which does tell me that like we will continue to kind of just range sideways. I did keep a close eye on Bitcoin dominance. It looks like we are gaining some momentum on that chart as well, which again, when we do see Bitcoin have a nice leg down, it will bring these altcoins down to my buy range targets, which I am excited about if it does happen. Now, let's actually talk about a few things around Hedera. So, I did see the Hbar Foundation quote this tweet from DCL blogger, aka Maddie. Basically, he is talking about how every AAA game studio will at some point in time execute an NFT strategy. They already are, and most don't have, a clue. So, we do see, Hbar Foundation obviously quoting this, talking about Lithos, and, this new AAA game that they are basically building, aka Ashfall. We do see the first Web3 AAA gaming and entertainment studio, Lithos Entertainment, has chosen Hedera as its exclusive DLT. Their first game, Ashfall, will leverage Hedera and Hbar for in-game tokenization. Ubisoft, the AAA gaming studio, is also a member of the Hedera Governing Council. And I'm actually excited for the gaming scene to be built around Hedera and also on Hedera. To me personally, like I think that Hedera is going to be powering a large amount of these NFT focused use cases within the gaming industry. And you might be wondering why. It's because of sustainability. Like you guys have no idea how large of an issue gamers, for an example, have with NFTs. They do think that like NFTs for the most part are, killing the environment, that they're evil, that they're this, that. And it's just because like they are not realizing that, for an example, like Ashfall is built on Hedera, that is going to be the, again, greenest DLT, which is greener than actually Visa. Which is insane. Like a gamer literally utilizing a Visa card to make a microtransaction in a game is actually utilizing more energy than it would, having an NFT, mint it, for an example, on Hedera, which to me is just crazy. But we do see here, every AAA game studio will at some point in time execute an NFT strategy. They already are. Most people don't have a clue. Firstly, some NFT predictions over the next 2 to 5 years, play to earn won't be the main draw, unsustainable. Bulk of games, NFTs will be free. Probably quest or player rewards. Most trading volume will happen in USD, not crypto. And they are talking about like Ubisoft Quartz, for an example, launched Digits NFTs on Tezos that can be claimed for free and used in its 2019 shooter, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And yeah, I mean, like when we look at a large amount of the use cases around this, like it's going to continue to grow, and these companies are going to continue to experiment, test new things, build, things around this. Like we've already seen for the most part, like NFTs kind of be a thing. And of course, we do see like Grand Theft Auto 6 basically having, a play and earn mechanic in it as well, which is very large. But to me personally, like NFTs make sense within gaming because if anybody out there, did at some point in time play, video games, you guys know that there was microtransactions since like the start. DLC for an example, content has always been like a pay to have sort of aspect. So to me, like NFTs just makes sense around gaming. And we actually do see John Garvin, again, Vice President of Creative, at Lithos, talking about Hedera and why they leveraged Hedera. We do see her, just to let you all know, as a gamer, I too was skeptical about blockchain. What sold me about the possibilities is that Hedera does, seem very different and it's green. I'm no expert, but the more I learn, the more I like. And yeah, like when we look at something similar to other, assets within the space, and we kind of compare and contrast Hedera, like Hbar is going to be one that, I think everyone should be paying a close eye out on. Not only from the gaming aspect side, but also like just in general, the technology stack around Hedera is something special. And yes, I do have my concerns in regards to like, transactions on the mainnet, but it's going to take time. Okay, it's going to take time for something like this to be built out. And talking about the gaming industry, we should also be focusing on the NFT sector. I did just recently tweet saying I could actually see Hbar NFTs becoming the next big thing. The takeover has, slowly been happening. It's almost like every day there's another 200,000, Hbar in volume at it. Insane. New high quality projects launching day in and day out. I am excited. And, the reason why we really kind of put a focus point on NFTs around Hedera is because we go back to Solana, right? For the most part, like everybody kind of looks at Solana and they look at Hbar and they kind of compare and contrast the two. I don't really care about, comparing and contrasting the two. What I do care about, though, is the, price increase that, Solana did have. I mean, this thing went, from nearly $2, right? All the way to $250. So the overall, movement on this thing has been insane. And also, of course, like even in regards to like the price action move over here, if we go to, more details, you could see like the ROI still sitting at about 16,151. Remember, this thing did like over 50,000% since its bottoming point to its topping point. Current ROI, or I should say current, ROI from the all-time lows of May 11th, 2020, 2 years ago, is about almost 7,000%. And again, that is, during a bear market on Solana, which is insane to me. And remember, like the main reason for Solana actually having that massive move, here we go back to August 16th. By the way, just to show you guys real quick about August 16th, here we have, for an example, like, it's like roughly the July timeframe where we were sitting at about like $23 or so. And then here's August where we just had this massive spike in price. Well, NFTs caused that surge. We do see here degenerate apes are aping into Solana, causing the high performance blockchain project to lead crypto gainers this morning. We do see down here Solana is top 10. Remember people saying so much for Solana Summer or what happened to Sol Summer. Approaching top 10, Sol Summer is here. They were changing hands at about $56, up 24.9% in the past 24 hours and up 50.8% in the last 7 days. And yeah, I mean, like when we look at NFT projects, like this is why the NFT sector around, for an example, Hedera is so important. Like these are, the projects that will continue to bring not only more and more eyes to Hedera, but it will also bring more volume to Hedera as well. So this is why I pay attention to NFTs a lot. This is also why I do have an NFT-centric YouTube channel, minus this one. And also, again, in regards to DeFi, yes, I'm very excited for DeFi from, Sausage Swap and also other use cases around, Hedera, because it is a very, very important aspect to also pay attention to, as outlined in my video from 2 days ago. Now, of course, this is a Medium post from Saucer Swap Labs. They are talking about, the issues plaguing DeFi protocols on Ethereum and how they are basically solving them. And of course, in regards to this Medium post, they are, quoting, for example, Lehman Baird. The Hedera network is fast, fair, secure, and well governed, which provides a trust layer that our ever growing community relies on. And they are talking more so about this revolution around this sector, more so talking about the overall advantages that DeFi does have over like traditional finance, for moneymakers to capital efficient and for money markets to be capital efficient and attractive. They need high liquidity. Go where the money is. For now, this happens to be Ethereum. And yes, Ethereum for the largest part has been definitely one that, has been playing the market in regards to like, almost becoming a king around here. I know that we kind of look at Bitcoin as king, and yeah, it technically is, but Ethereum definitely has been seeing some mass adoption, specifically in 2021. But we do see, like, ignoring the highly fragile systems, we have seen collapse in 2022, such as, for an example, Luna and any number of protocols rebranding perpetual motion machines to a new crop of speculators. DeFi is here to stay, however, doesn't need to stay on Ethereum. No, it doesn't. Like, this is also why I focus on things that are low cost in fees, sustainable, scalable, fast. Like, this is exactly why. Like, we look at the transaction fees on Ethereum. As see, as it gets utilized more and more often, the price, per transaction, for an example, skyrockets, which this is no like new news for anybody who has been a part of crypto for a while, but it really kind of does, beg the question, like, will Ethereum be around forever? Will Ethereum, still be utilized going forward? And, to me, like, I still think that, Ethereum will be at some point in time utilized almost on a day-to-day basis, but just not as much. I think that it's going to start dying out a little bit. There will be new, players in this game that will essentially take over and flip Ethereum. And I know that a lot of people don't really like to say that or hear that, but to me personally, like, it is going to happen eventually. It's inevitable in my opinion, because the technology is still dated on Ethereum, similar to even Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin without the Lightning Network, which is a centralized entity, is basically useless at this current moment in time. Like, there's other networks, there's other protocols that are way more efficient than it. And in regards to like technology, far ahead of time in regards to Bitcoin or even Ethereum. And we do see like Ethereum runs at a maximum of 30 TPS. In comparison, Visa can run up to 65,000 transaction messages per second. And of course, we do see like the transactions on the Ethereum network on a 7-day span. The technical limitations of Ethereum, coupled with its high demand for block space, give rise to DeFi's third problem: miner extractable value. Which, of course, since then we have seen, Ethereum kind of move to proof of stake, for example, which kind of solves that issue. But again, it is begging the question, like, where is going to be like the major, shift on Ethereum to actually make up for its inefficiencies, compared to like, the numerous ones that we have mentioned in this article, not only MEV, for example. And I just don't think that they will be able to. That's why I really kind of focus on a lot of these layer ones that are, doing fairly well for themselves in regards to like their technology stack, but also in regards to like the efficiencies around them. And we do see like the Hedera Hashgraph offers us and our users up to 10,000 TPS, which is throttled. Yes, they could achieve a lot more. For an example, on just one shard, it's about 500,000 transactions per second, which is pretty staggering. And of course, they are built for the future. Like, at some point in time, they will get to the point where they will need to have shards in place. That way, they can, meet the demand of the network. I do suspect that that will happen eventually. It's going to take a little bit of time. But I think that, DeFi, NFTs, gaming, etc., like, this is everything that we want to focus on in regards to Hedera to get to that point of mass adoption. And it's critical that they do focus on, sort of building around the retail scene as well, which is very exciting to see them kind of building around like the gaming and the NFT industry, because again, it's been proven that those are industries that have, in the past, helped networks like, for an example, Solana be pushed into the top 10. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because of more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As it's up to you all, have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are on this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.